Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is our very first replay under 1.0, and it's with an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG, being driven by Major Nuisance on Sand River. Probably one of the most spectacular of all the maps in terms of its vistas. Okay, right, Major Nuisance is selecting his firing position. And there have been some visible changes to this game. He's saying it bluntly. Lots of changes. And Major Nuisance is off to a position that I actually use occasionally. And he's into the bushes. Yep. And he's now looking for targets. Okay. Right. Nothing in sight yet. Got to wait for the spotters to find somebody. You can see the map does look absolutely incredible. They've done a fantastic job with 1.0. Some changes I'm a bit curious about, but on the whole, I'm very positive about 1.0 because it will make the game feel like a completely new game, even though it's the same one that we've all come to love. Okay, nothing yet. Surprising. I don't think they've gone out and spotted enough. Oh, we've got our first target. It's an M5A1 Stuart. And he's making a quick run. And he's getting shots. Oh, look at that jump. Fantastic sight, even from a distance. And that round goes in. You can hear the noise from the Arty shells as they go in. They make a kind of whizzing noise as they go to the target. Of course, Arty shells are slightly slower. They're HE. They don't move the same speed as tank shells. And they do tend to make a funny noise. Oh, that one went in. Oh, even better target than ARL-44 French Tier 6 Heavy. But he's gone for the Stug. Notice the way the dust is actually accumulated on the vehicles. Just as it would. Oh, somebody got a big shot there in on the ARL, and I think that was his platoon mate in the SU5. His platoon mate's a little closer, but then the SU5 has got a shorter range. Okay, we're going to go for the Stug, who's just near the village, near the mosque, which looks even more spectacular than it did before, and that Stug's been taken out before Major Nuisance can get his first shot off at that target. Okay, T1 Heavy. He's loaded. He's dialing in. Getting it ready, but he's changed his mind. There's a closer target. Oh, no, he's going to go back. No, he's changed his mind again. He's going to go for the RL, but you've got a red line. Got a red line. You can't shoot. Now you've got a green line. Okay, M3 Lee. Lining him up. And he's killed before you can shoot. Oh dear, this is getting very disappointing. Every target he looks at is being killed before he even gets a chance to shoot at it. Right, dialing in on the Keyho. Tier 4 Japanese, round out. No, it splashes it for 124. That's the first damage he's done. He's tracked him as well and stunned him. Okay, so that T1 Heavy's hiding behind the rock face. He can't do anything to that just yet. Loaded on the Keyho. Oh, we find in anticipation the Keyho would move forward. It didn't. It stopped and went backwards. And we just saw that T1 Heavy wiped out. Now, there's a Mapilda Black Prince way at the back. But he's going to ignore that for the moment because it's too far away from the action. Okay, ARL-44. Near the crater, we're left by that destroyed M5. And I also like the way that happens now with the destroyed craters and tanks. Oh, we got two tanks coming into the capped area. A T-34 and Type T-34. And they both come around the north side of the map. He's dialing in. Oh, that's bad RNG. The shell lands very short. So he's going to have to reload again. Thank goodness he's got a 16.79 reload time. Okay, it's almost reloaded. It's going to hit this side on. Round out. Yes, right into the side. And he's been taken out immediately afterwards. So he picks up some stun assist off that. Right, there's that Keyho again. And a Dicamax. The Dicamax is a bigger threat to the OHO at the moment. The OI. I would go for the Dicamax. Oh, the OI did as well. But the OI's got very low hit points, actually. I just noticed that. And no, he's probably not going to survive the assault from both of those tanks. Oh, yeah, no, they did get the shells through. They were firing lots of shells, but finally the Keyhoe managed to get a shell through. Now he fires a quick shot at the Electo, splashes him for 53. Now some people have actually said and suggested that there has been a silent Arty nerf. Well, that may be true, because I've noticed a lot of shots which before would have been near misses and splashed the enemy for quite a lot of hit points. In actual fact, nowadays they're actually splashing them for very little. So maybe there's a nerf. We'll have to see over the future if that's the case. Fires a round in at the Electo. Now that was very close, and that actually did 190 hit points. But he's lost sight of the Electo temporarily. We've also got the destructible physics, where things are knocked over and continue with the vehicle for a little while. Okay, that's that Keyhoe. And he's moving down on the reverse slope, so Major Nuisance's teammates couldn't get him, but that splash did. And again, that was a near miss, but it only did 58 hit points of damage from a near miss. Now in the past that probably would have been a lot more damage, but he's dialed in virtually fully on that. Well, he is 100% dialed in, and he's going to shoot now. Round out. That time he gets him. 158 hit points, right on the money. But we've got a T-28 coming into the cap area, and he was taken out. But was Major Nuisance spotted? That T-28 did appear to be looking in this direction. I did hear 2 shells land nearby, and I'm wondering if some of those shells were fired at him. He is in the bushes, but there's a possibility he might have been seen. Now I hope that Major Nuisance has got 6th sense. Oh, well, he has been hit now, so probably he was spotted. I think the T-28 was looking in his direction when he killed, or when the T-28 was killed. And I think that AMX 105 just confirmed that he had been spotted. Unfortunately, the AMX didn't get, well, fortunately for Major Nuisance, the AMX didn't get a kill shot. But okay, he's found another position to fire from. Or, no, maybe that was, he drove into the rock by mistake. But it was only 97 hit points. It's not a huge amount, but any amount of damage could be awkward. Now, Major Nuisance has only got a Hellcat for company. The enemy actually has the Matilda BP, who's last seen back at the enemy cap. And there's that Hummel. It's one of the enemy Arty. The other enemy Arty is the MX 105. And there's the enemy Arty 105. Oh, and he fires in at the Hummel and splashes him and stuns him. But there's the MX 105 AM. Now he's going to dial in. And Major Nuisance is going to take a little while to reload. He's dialed in perfectly on the AMX. And round out. And he kills him! One shot, out the game. Perfect, that's revenge for that strike the other time. And the Matilda is actually active, so he wasn't AFK. He was just taking a defensive position. And Major Nuisance is going to fire a round into him. And that must have been a near miss. We don't know how much damage it was because he went unspotted, but I'm pretty certain that would have done at least 100 hit points of damage. But there's the Hummel, and he's been cornered by the Hellcat, and no chance that that Hummel's going to survive. And Major Nuisance claims his soul, 67 hit points, and that's his 3rd kill of the game. So, unfortunately, he can't platoon with the Hellcat, who has 4 kills, because Major Nuisance is already platooned. But, round out. And that's a kill shot as well. And I do like those new explosions. They are actually quite neat. So well done there. Major Nuisance wins the battle and claims the last 8 hit points on that Matilda. So he did hit it really badly in that intervening blind shot. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a 3rd class tanker for Major Nuisance in the M44. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 12. And he got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, that's exactly what he got. But lastly, and best of all, he got the Counter Battery Fire medal because he took out both of the enemy Arty, the MX105AM, and then the Hummel. And it was rather fitting that he actually killed the Hummel because, after all, the fact is that the Hellcat was circling him, did have several chances to kill him, but didn't kill him with that big powerful gun. Instead, Major Nuisance was able to get a good snapshot in there quickly, take out the Hummel, and then seeking revenge on the AMX 105 has actually given him the Counter Battery Fire award. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, Major Nuisance didn't come top. The Hellcat came top with 1,891 hit points. Major Nuisance came third with 1,206. They both came top with 4 kills. But when it came to base XP, the Hellcat again had the top score with 1044. Major Nuisance had 702. Let's have a look at the detailed report. Well, he fired 17 rounds, got 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, 8 splash, did damage of 1,206 hit points, of which 779 were at more than 300 meters. I think the AMX was a lot closer when he took it out, plus the T-34 and some of the other shots that he had at close range near the cap. He received 2 hits as way of splash damage. One of those was from the AMX AM. I think actually the other one may have been while he was sitting in the bush, the first bush, and there were shells coming in on him. He didn't actually manage to do anything about it, and that's why he probably received the hit as a result of splash. He did spot 1 enemy vehicle. That may have been the AMX 105. He hit 6 of the enemy, but he killed 4 of them. He did stun assistance damage of 193 hit points off 7 stuns, and he earned 29,775 credits. After repair and resupply, he actually had 20,491 credits, and he received 1,053 XP, but there was no multipliers, so that's all he received, I'm afraid. But it was a pretty good game for the first game on 1.0 on our channel, and it does illustrate how beautiful the maps are and how wonderfully visual the game has become. Before it was a bit tired, and it was only if you actually had a really good PC that you could enjoy some of the effects that went with this game. But now most people are able to run the game with a reasonable degree of visual high definition, and it just makes the game so much more fun. And I hope you enjoy it too. I certainly have, and I'm very pleased, and I'm looking forward to doing replays from all of the different maps in the future, although it will take us a little while before we'll have all of the firing positions that will be useful for Arty players. But our members are looking for the places, the new places that they would recommend, and I will certainly do my best to find a few and pass these on to you. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.